Let's talk today about how you should adjust your calories when you're on a fat loss diet. All right. Now, most people recommend that you cut your calories as little as possible, do as little cardio as possible to start the fat loss. Okay. And you lose fat at a slow, steady rate. And then when it slows down or stops, then you either do more cardio or you cut more calories or both until you start losing fat again, etc. And it takes a long time. Now, I suggest that you do the exact opposite, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, what do you think makes more sense? When you start a diet and you are feeling good, you are well fed, you've got an excess of body fat, you've got an excess of just nutrients in your body. And I don't care if you're obese and you've been eating rubbish your entire life, never been on a diet, never eaten properly. I don't care if you're in good shape, but you had like a holiday or a vacation where you said, today or whatever. I mean, I gained 12 pounds on Christmas Day alone. Okay. I was in great shape. And then 12 pounds on Christmas Day just because I cheated on that one day. Maybe you go to a vacation, you're like, I'm going to eat for the next 5 days, more or less whatever I want, kind of relax my diet. You come back and you got like 10, 15 pounds to lose. Or maybe you just came out of a lean bulk, okay? And you're not fat, but you have plenty of nutrients. You've been eating a little bit above your maintenance calories. You've been eating plenty of nutrients to build muscle, to build strength, and you just want to tighten up a bit. The bottom line is when you start a fat loss diet, you are going to feel good. You're going to have an excess of nutrients in your body. You're going to have an excess of fat in your body. So doesn't it make more sense in the beginning, when you're feeling good, to cut your calories more drastically, okay? Then as you start to feel depleted, okay, as you start to feel your body slowing down, the hunger starts to become worse and worse, okay, your energy starts to go down and down, to slowly increase your calories, but still be at a maintenance. Because if you decrease your calories a lot, okay, you can slowly increase your calories and you'll still be at a caloric deficit, okay, you'll still be taking in fewer calories than you're burning, okay? It will just make the diet more bearable, so to speak, okay? So instead of, when you feel good, taking a tiny little cut in your calories, and then as you go on and on, you have to cut your calories more and more and more, okay? So basically, most people tell you, when you feel good, have a slight cut in your calories, and then cut more and more and more. So as the diet goes on and you start to get hungrier and hungrier and you have less and less energy, then you should, as you go along, cut your calories more, eat less, and do more cardio, which means the worse you feel, the worse you make yourself feel. My way is use the momentum you have. In the beginning, you're not even going to notice you're on a diet because you are so fat, okay? You've got so many nutrients in you from whatever cheat day, cheat week, being obese, or from your lean bulk. So you're not really going to notice even a drastic cut in calories. As you go along, when you start to feel depleted, like I said, add in some calories just to the point that you can maintain your energy levels. You can still work out, you can still go through your daily life. But since the initial cut was so much, even though you added in calories, you're still at a considerable deficit. Okay, you continue this for a while, and then you slowly add in calories. Now, that is my suggestion. Another reason for the suggestion is you can make a massive, massive, massive progress in the very first beginning of your fat loss if you take a more extreme route. Like I said, if I could gain 12 pounds, okay, on Christmas Day alone, 12 pounds in one day, don't you think that if I do an extreme diet that I could lose those 12 pounds in less than a week? As opposed to losing 1 pound a week for 12 weeks, why don't I go ahead on an extreme diet and lose the weight in under a week, under 1 week, okay? Like I said, the same thing if you're going to be if you come out of a lean bulk. If you come out of a lean bulk, you're not fat. You're a little bit smooth. You want to get a little bit more ripped. You don't have tons and tons and tons of fat to lose, okay? If you do a lean bulk, like I teach in my low carb cutting and bulking, okay, I had a six pack. I had visible abdominals through my bulk, okay? I bulked for a year and a half, had 10% body fat when I was done. So you do not have to get fat. Now, why should you, if you just have 5, 10, 15 pounds to lose, take 5, 10, 15 weeks to lose it, when you could go on an extreme diet and lose it within a couple of weeks, okay? And once again, if you are obese, if you are very obese and you have, let's say, 100 pounds to lose, doesn't it make sense to lose massive amounts of weight the first 2 to 3 weeks, okay, to give yourself a sense of accomplishment? We're talking about people who have never been on a diet in their entire life, okay? They've never eaten healthy in their entire life. If they have 100 pounds to lose and they lose 1 pound in the first week after not being able to use their drugs, because let's face it, food is a drug. These people eat recreationally. They eat when they're happy. They eat when they're sad. They eat to feel good. They eat when they feel bad. They just eat. And now they're not having their drug, okay? And they lose 1 pound. So they have 100 weeks more to go, okay? They could lose 10 pounds in the first week easily, okay? They could lose 5 pounds a week for the next couple weeks. That would be a massive change, okay, over the first few weeks. And yes, it will slow down at some point, but by going into an extreme diet in the beginning, it will give them a sense of accomplishment. The diet's working. I am making progress. It's not that much further. And it will give them the motivation to continue, okay? So that is, that's the major reason, like I said. Now, like I said, you'll feel good in the beginning. Use that to do the heavy lifting to go into a severe deficit. And as you start to feel less good, increase the calories. If you have a lot of fat to lose, you should lose a lot at the beginning to get the motivation going. If you don't have a lot of fat to lose, because you just, like I said, come out of a lean bulk or binged or whatever, you know, for like a holiday or a vacation, you'll be able to lose it much more quickly, okay? And another reason is most people yo-yo diet, okay, because they use diets as a switch. They turn the diet on and then they turn the diet off. So if you go into a diet, meaning, you know, you're going to deprive yourself, and then you're starving. You're at the lowest calories you've been at the end of your diet. You're doing the most cardio at the end of your diet. Especially if you're not an athletic person or somebody who enjoys exercise, you will not, at the end of your diet, continue like that. Okay? So what most people do is they just jump off the diet. They start eating 10 pizzas again, 10 pizzas a day or whatever they were eating, drinking liters of soda, eating candy bars all day, and they wonder why they gain the weight back. If you use my approach, okay, my approach meaning you cut calories drastically in the beginning and slowly add in, you are in effect doing what's called reverse dieting, which means basically at the end of your diet, you will be around maintenance calories. You will not be starving hungry. You will not be doing hours and hours and hours and hours of cardio because you did the heavy lifting at the beginning of the diet. And then you slowly increase calories towards the end until you're almost at your maintenance. So basically, when you get on, let's say, the pure protein diet, okay, which is my extreme diet that I teach for losing weight, you will be increasing your calories, increasing days where you'll have like fat cycling, so you'll have more fat, like a standard kind of keto diet at maintenance on one day, and then another day you'll have the pure protein diet, so it's like maintenance calories, extreme cut, maintenance calories, extreme cut. And when you come out of it, you will slowly increase your calories from the extreme cut up into a standard keto diet. So the end of the pure protein diet is basically a standard keto diet. There is no reason for you to come off of that, okay? So you don't have this on-off switch at the end of the pure protein diet where, what do I do now? Well, I don't know how to eat, so I'm going to go back to eating 10 pizzas and drinking 3 liters of soda a day. You will, at the end of the pure protein diet, be in a situation where it's like, hey, now all I really have to do is just, is just continue eating like this. If you're interested in learning how to do this, not just start the diet, although that's very important, but very important how to get out of the diet, okay? How to transition out of the pure protein diet, which is an extreme cutting diet, will give you great results. Transition into a standard keto diet. So at the end of the pure protein diet, you're eating normally in a sustainable manner, and you did it without getting fat. If you're interested in learning about that, as well as how to lean bulk without getting fat in the process, check out Low Carb Cutting and Bulking. If you're watching this in YouTube, the link's right below the video. If you're watching this in Instagram, just go to my profile and click on the link, Low Carb Cutting and Bulking. And like I said, it's not just important to get into the diet, it's important how you get out of the diet as well. See you guys in the next video.